Hello degenerates, welcome back to another TRICKCAL video. We have to talk a little bit today about future banners and what's about to come in the upcoming months, probably in the next 2 months or so. So there are a few new banners and a few new cards you guys can pause here if you don't want to watch the whole video. Alright, these are the banners and the characters we shall be getting. I did not include the current banner, so that's going to be obviously our two new girls with Tig and also with Daya. Everything else is in there. Now, multiple things to be talking about here because there is only really 2 new units and then a bunch of reruns. But also remember that everyone who is here will be getting their own journey, so that's also important. Now, the 2 new characters we are getting are just red. Okay, they are both mad characters, so they are both Rolette and Pira. Okay, those 2 girls are the ones we shall be getting as new units. Let's talk a little bit about everyone else who we're getting, their roles, and what's going on in that regard. So that's it. Let's jump directly on, but we can go in order probably as to what we are getting here, and then we can talk about the new girls. So the first one we're gonna be getting is Rolette. Rolette, it's right here. Madness, back row, DPS, witch. As a DPS for the Mad team, your main competitor honestly is going to be obviously Seized with her journey, or Renewa if you have her, or is the other alternative, right? There is not a pure DPS without the journey because they are not that great. Not that great. I'm not saying they're bad, but you know, you cannot really compare Leeds, Belita, Mayo, Shady, or even Ifrit as characters that can compete with other DPSs in other personalities, right? Still, we'll see if she can compete in there or not. She has a couple nice skins. I do like the Battle Maid skin, but the Battle Maid skin, sadly, it's a pack, so I highly doubt we will be getting this. She is also gonna be getting her own artifact right here, okay? Right now, we are on the Tig artifact. The next one we're getting next week, which is the next banner, is going to be for Ruth. She's getting her own journey and a banner next week. So we will be talking about that, you know, whenever it's available. She's already prepared in here with the gear. She is, okay, I need to take her to 10-10-10, which is going to be expensive. And I have no gold, but she is ready by next week. We will check if it's worth pulling for the journey or not, and how good her own item is. And after those 2, we're getting the item for Rolette herself, so we'll see how good that is. After that, we're gonna be getting a normal banner, a rerun, or a standard, whatever you guys want to call them, with Naya and also with Kana. Now, green girls. I will keep coping, okay? Naya is a great support character, a great healer, the best single target healer in the game by far. So her journey might be actually decent as a support character, but we still don't have a proper DPS on the green team. When it comes to Kana, I'm gonna be honest, I think it's gonna be really hard for her to be able to compete on the current meta at least, or have a good journey. But we will be obviously once again testing it and pulling for it whenever it's available. From these 2 girls, there doesn't seem to be any new cards. Then we're getting Aya with the new CV Pass, and that CV Pass is on the Korean server already. That's what it's in there. You all know Aya, okay? And we're getting the Witch skin, which is one of my favorites. So this is an easy purchase for me, not gonna lie. Like, this looks so nice. Easy purchase for me on this skin. She will be getting a banner, which means she will be getting a journey as well, and her own rune card as well. So a lot of things when it comes to the rune card. Rune cards depends on, you know, they are a bit more limiting than artifacts because you can use them on a few less game modes, but still could be a good one. And then the worst thing for me on this banner is that Aya is the only Aldin in the game that since release I have not gotten anything. I got like 1 copy recently, I think, 10 shards. That's it. Because the base version I got with the selector you get as a new player on the 7th day of playing. So I've gotten only 1 Aya since day 1. That's gonna be pretty expensive as a banner for the A2, just like any Eldin, but it is what it is. We will be testing, seeing if it's worth pulling for it or not. I hope she's like Ui, whenever Ui is, and she's actually gonna be the +1 for compose, because every team will be getting this +1 passive at some point. We just don't know who will be getting them. So if it's Aya, that's fantastic. I like Aya quite a bit. I like my brownie mummies. What can I say? The next standard banner, double banner right here, is gonna be for our girl Blanchet and for our girl also TRICKCAL. Both of them are characters that They are not bad. I will say the better one is Blanchet. It's a nice magic DPS, but they are not characters you really bring unless they are your waifus or for 9 postal content, right? Outside of that, I don't know what they plan on doing with those two, but I'm happy because I like both of them. I think also TRICKCAL is, in terms of design alone, just one of my favorites. Where is TRICKCAL? He cannot be this high. I'm blind, boys, as usual. There she is, there she is. I do like TRICKCAL quite a bit. I hope she does get some of the other skins that she has, because for those of you who don't know, on the Korean server, she actually has a few more skins that are pretty nice. She has this one, which is what we have in global. She has this TV presentator one, and then the last one, which is the battle mate, like I was saying earlier. The problem with battle mates is that they are a skin pack, and I highly doubt we are going to be getting those anytime soon, sadly. I would love if it's the case, but I don't think so. So battle mates are really, really nice looking, including Gideon, Rolette, TRICKCAL, Erpin, and Butter. So we will have all of those characters. Maybe it's the first skin pack we get with Rolette, because everyone else is in the game. That will be really nice. So that is the next standard banner. They are not getting any items themselves. Then we're going to be getting the other new unit, and that's Pira. Pira, it's a dork. It's not one of my favorite designs. I don't dislike her, don't get me wrong. We're talking about the support back row for the Mad team. Now, her main competitor, well, there is two things here. We have the offensive supports on this team, which are gonna be your Renewa and also your Assist, even though they're both DPSs, right? And then there is the only proper healer we really have, which is gonna be Diana. You could include also Nair if you want. I don't think we will be replacing Nair anytime soon, so that's why I'm not including her. So I'm not sure if she's gonna be a healer or more of an offensive support. It's backline, which is good because the mid lane and front line for the Mad team are too stacked. It's almost impossible to find anything in there that you can, you know, slot. It's already set quite a bit in the meta, so that's nice. I don't know how good she will be. I do like her skins more than her base design. If we get this one, I will be buying this one for sure. And she is also going to be getting her own item right here. I'm not going to be showing the Korean counterparts yet until they are announced, because it's worthless to, you know, talk about Rolette and Pira if we don't know when we're getting those banners. Whenever they are announced, or if it's someone else, I'll make my usual first impressions or showcase on the Korean server. And then lastly, we're getting one of my most anticipated journeys, and that's gonna be for our homeless dragon. Where is Gideon? Gideon, there she is. Our homeless dragon is going to be getting her own banner and her own journey as well. I'm happy. I like Gideon quite a bit. She also got the new skin data mine. I don't have the picture on here, but it looks so nice. I'm buying that 100%. The skin that I was waiting for Gideon personally, it's her dress. She has a dress in Korea that was a battle pass, this one, that is super nice. And then the battle made itself, like we were saying earlier. But the dress is really pretty, so that's one of my favorite ones. And then we're getting one for Silver. I'm gonna be 100% honest, same thing. I just don't really believe she will be able to compete with the other DPSs, even if we are actually getting a journey for her. But we'll see. Once again, we can get surprised and get like a really nice journey that will change the character completely, like it was the case for Sist. Sist without her journey is not the character, you know, most people will be bringing into a team, but with her journey, she's a staple on any raid and also on the Mad team. So that's it. Those are all of the banners. With this last banner, it seems we're also going to be getting a Mithril Knife rerun. Now, the Mithril Knife, I don't think I would recommend pulling for it. If we get, not the lineup, if we do get a rerun for it, it's not an item that it's super popular. And it's not bad, don't get me wrong. We're talking about at max level a 33% attack and a 26% attack speed, which can benefit a lot of apostles, but it does not have a passive you can't really benefit from or anything. It's just a statistic. So I would not really be wasting resources in there, considering how many good items we've been getting recently. Between the Tick 1, or between, you know, the Shion Black Cape whenever we got it, or even Shopan for frontline characters as well. Like, plenty of good items, so I would not really go for that one. That said, though, those are all of the banners we are going to be getting on the upcoming months. Do let me know which ones you guys are the most excited about. Hopefully, Aya doesn't destroy my wallet too much whenever we get that banner. That's it. That's everything for this one. As usual, we are live. You guys are... Well, most days we are live. You guys have the links in the description down below. Good luck with your pool generates, and I'll see you in the next one.